Business as usual over in Group F, of course, as Portugal already secured the spot in the last 16. But can Georgia, the smallest nation, the surprises nation, the most unfancied nation in the competition, cause a major shock in this year's competition? We're going to get into it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview. Looking forward to Georgia. That's right, of course, Georgia go in the distance against Portugal in a last chance saloon win to stay in this competition. Can they do it against Ronaldo and co? We'll get into all of that and more in a second. If you do what you've been, smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for Euro 2024 is right here under one Ruski. Of course, Ronaldo expected to start this one. Statman, of course, gets another cap, maybe even another goal to his ever-increasing goal library. Will he, of course, be on victorious this time around? We'll get into all of that in a minute. Big shout out again, once again, to the patrons. Smash the like, 50 likes if you can. That'd be absolutely fantastic. They're free, guys. They're 100% free. So let's take a look at the match itself then, shall we? Of course, coming at you this coming, is it Wednesday? Yes, it is. Of course, coming at you on the 26th of June. All eyes on this one, maybe, because both games are on at the same time. Georgia qualified as playoff path C winners. They've won a few fans in their competition for their no-nonsense approach to football, end-to-end stuff. Both games so far. 26th of March 2024 was their qualified date. They've never been in the past. Willie Sagnall, of course, is your manager with Kvitschgelia, the star man. Of course, they are in Group F. They had odds at 16-1 to win the group, 5-4 to qualify, and to win the whole thing, 500-1. Those odds right now are, they've actually doubled, 1,000-1. They are their most unfancy team in the bookies' eyes right now. My expectation was a group stage exit, and currently it's looking like that. They are bottom of the pops right here right now in Group F, but a win against Portugal could change it all. But they have left themselves a bit of work to do. They did pick up a monstrous point against Czechia in Game 2, Saturday, 22nd of June. 1-1 draw, a little bit hard done by to concede that towards the in the second half there. Turkey, though, it was a different beast. But it was they've been both fantastic games of football, no nonsense football, and they've been a refreshing take on some of the bigger nations, the French, the Italians, maybe. So kudos for Georgia. They're making us at least smile, making us even believe a little bit that they could cause us a problem. This might be a bridge too far, though, in this game, but these are the key men that's going to come down to. Mamardashvili's been phenomenal between the sticks. Keisha, of course, Capitano. We got Tabedze, Datsvili, Kitsvili. We got Sigua, Zvade, and, of course, the main man from Napoli, number 7, Krachvilia. That's right. Those, of course, are some of the key faces. What about, of course, my starting 11 then? Well, we're going to go deep into the woodwork here and have a look at that. Here we go. My starting 11. We've got Mamardashvili. We've got Kabadze, Dvali, Kashia, Kvedzelia, Kushmarili, Kratvedze, Kitsvinili, Kratsvalaze, Svedzvizadze, and Kitsvinili. I have no idea. I know I suck ass at pronunciations. I do apologise. It's very difficult. But we're going to talk about the Portuguese now coming into this one. They did qualify as Group J winners. Secured their spot on the 13th of October 2023. They've been here 8 times in the past. Of course, they did win it on one occasion. Roberto Martinez, for his sins, is, of course, El Manager. Bernardo Silva, the star man, of course, and they are in Group F. And with their odds at 9-4 on to win the group, 25-1 on to qualify and to win the whole thing. They did have odds at 8-1. They've shrunk a little bit to 11-2, so a little bit more likely that they will win. And of course, my expectation was a semi-final finish for Portugal. They, of course, started pretty much perfect. 2-1 win over Czechia wasn't the greatest performance by Portugal, but they did step it up a level against Turkey. But again, not necessarily unleashing the beast, so to speak. And again, I do anticipate a similar sort of performance against Georgia, not necessarily top gear from Portugal, but they don't need to do it because they've qualified and they've already qualified as group winners. They could lose this 25-0 and they would still qualify as group winners. So I am anticipating a rotated squad, perhaps, maybe a change of goalkeeper, maybe some changes at the back, rest some players, but one player who won't be rested, I assure you, is Cristiano Ronaldo, looking for another cap and maybe even his first goals of the competition in this one. So I do anticipate Ronaldo to play, but who will play alongside him out of this bunch here is anyone's guess. So maybe a rotator squad, maybe the same, maybe just trying to build up a bit of fluidity. But I'm going to go with this starting 11 again. It's pretty much what I picked the last time. Of course, it's who's who of Portuguese football. Costa between the sticks: Pereira, Ruben Dias, Cancelo, Mendes, Fernandes, Palhinha, We've got Vitinha in there, Ronaldo Silva, and João Felix. I don't think that's João Felix started, I'm not sure. But regardless of all that, let's take a look at the match itself then, coming at you on the 26th of June at the Schalke Arena. That's right, Georgia with Sagno in the dugout, Portugal with Martinez in the dugout. They have played each other just one time since 2008, and that was a victory for Portugal. But Georgia coming into this, just one defeat in the last 5. 58% form for them at the moment. Meanwhile, Portugal come into this 67% form for them, winning 3 on the bounce. That's right. That one and only victory was a 2-0 win for Portugal way back in May 2008. Of course, the public have a vote, and I'll get to that in a minute, but the bookies see Georgia at 13-2 to win this game. 4-1 is a draw. 5-2 on is, of course, a victory for Portugal. As for the public vote, overwhelmingly so, backing up Portugal, 89%. For the victory there, 9%, just 9% for Georgia, and the draw is at 3%, even smaller odds on this one. So, hey, we've enjoyed Georgia being here. We would all want a Georgia victory here just for the shits and giggles of it. But it ain't going to happen, guys. It ain't going to happen. No matter how tantalizing the football it is, if this game was played 100 times, I'm pretty sure Portugal would win like 99% of those games or 99 of those games. And I see this not being in that 1%. I think Portugal will win this one. They'll probably win it quite convincingly as well. 3-0 win. They might even put on a bit of a display to kind of rally the Portuguese fans into believing that they are the real deal. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 win, business-like, get over the line, into the last 16 and ready for, of course, the knockout stage. As for Georgia, despite your limited turnover in this competition, you've been a breath of fresh air, and I look forward to seeing you in major competitions in the future. You've got a good team there. I think you've played some really good football, no-nonsense football, and hopefully you're going to be back in the thick of things for the World Cup in 2026. So a 3-0 win for me for Portugal on this one. Take it to the house. That's all I've got. Subscribe, smash the like. We'll be back for some more, of course, in the knockout stages where we'll, of course, be seeing Portugal back. They're, of course, confirmed. But until then, maybe, just maybe the football gods are with us and give Georgia something, a surprise. A draw maybe? Can that do us a favour? I don't know. But anyway, that's it. Subscribe. See you later. But until then, we are done.